all the dial and it's gonna go to the
Somebody's crying bolo. Somebody's crying bolo. I need you love today. I need you right away. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares. Somebody's crying bolo. I need your love today. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares. Somebody's crying bolo. Somebody's crying bolo. I need your love today. I need you right away. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares.
Hey, what is going on, rockers? It is I, Trinity Warrior, back at it again, podcasting, but on Thursdays only now. I am here with the wonderful Spooky Sprocket. He will be back. But we have a lot of topics to talk about tonight. Some that I actually added on at the last minute, so my apologies, Spooky. But he'll be able to jump right in once I get into them. So hopefully everyone's week is going really well so far. Again, I just want to say thank you again for all the outpouring for what happened in my life recently last week. The news of me losing my dad. So thank you again for all the condolences and all the love. I appreciate that, because last week was hard and I'm still grieving, but you know what? Life goes on. That's life, you know? But and it sucks, but that's life. But again, thank you guys. So before I get into the topics, I'm gonna get into what I have been playing currently. I am still working on Gotham Knights, and I have recently came across a massive creature in the game that I will not reveal, just in case everyone wants to, well, just in case no one has played it yet. But I was like, what the crap is that? So far my journey on Gotham Knights has been very, very awesome. What's up, back? Welcome. So far my journey on Gotham Knights has been awesome. I've been loving it. I'm playing as Batgirl still. I was going in between characters, but I've been mostly sticking with Batgirl and upgrading her armor and all that stuff. You know, the upgrades are fun. So I've been doing that. But yeah, fighting Clayface was pretty annoying, but easy to beat. I actually played that part with Spooky. So that was fun. Harley Quinn was really fun to battle in that game. She was off the chain, man. But yeah, I'm enjoying Gotham Knights so far. It's been awesome. So yeah. What else have I been playing? I kind of took a long break from Grounded because I was just so heavily like in the zone with Grounded and building my my house, my what else have I been doing? I've been doing missions on there on Ground and getting I guess bold enough to beat these nasties in the yard. I still have to take out a wolf spider on my own. I tried that attempt at the tree one day, but that didn't go so well. That wolf spider was all like, and I was all dead. I'm like, that didn't work out too great. But yeah, so Grounded has been awesome. Oh yeah, you can look it up on YouTube. There's this video, speaking of Grounded, there's this video, you guys, that I watched about this guy explaining what was supposed to be in Grounded that has not made it in there. But hopefully they'll put it back in there. So what they, and I think he's gotten like some resources, like some info from some other people, so he doesn't like work with the company or anything. But originally one of the bosses was supposed to be a queen ant, and the queen ant is about as big at, well, she was if you look at the video you'll see she's about as big as, I want to say, almost maybe half the size as the mantis in Grounded. She was a biggin. I hope that they put her back in the game. I forgot the reason why they didn't add her. And then the other thing that they were gonna add in the game was like a lizard, like one of those dragon lizard things, or whatever you call those freaking lizards that people have as pets. That was supposed to be in the game as a boss, and you were supposed to make certain armor from, you know, that. But again, the video's on YouTube if you want to look it up. And I was like, that should have stayed in the game. That would have been so sick. You know what I mean? The fight, especially the Queen Ant, man. I was like, oh man, that would have been sick. But yeah. So Grounded's been fun. It's been really fun. I still have to create things to go inside the pawn lab, because that's one of my missions. So I have to, like, you know, scrape up the stuff that I need to create the mouthpiece, you know, to help me breathe underwater and all that crap. So I'm working on that. And then I gotta muster up trying to kill freaking so far I've been killing bees on my own somehow. That's been working out. Those mosquitoes are freaking annoying. I gotta freaking try and kill those mosquitoes. I haven't killed a mosquito yet, but they've been killing me. Killing me softly. No, but yeah, so Grounded's been fun. And then I tried out what's another game? I'm currently downloading the Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Some people are saying it's crap because it's not working right, and then some people are enjoying it. So I gotta finish downloading it. When I turn my Xbox on, I don't have my Xbox on, but I'm gonna download it and see if it, you know, if it's working for me. So excited about that. What else have I been playing? I've been playing a whole bunch of stuff. I've been freaking just game hopping, man. But so far it's just been Gotham Knights or Grounded. So that's where I'm, you know, at right now. So we're gonna start getting into the topics here. I wanted to wait. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna skip some because I'm waiting for Spooky to get back. Let's see. Okay, I'll skip to, okay, so we'll talk about a little bit about Jago. Welcome. When I was taking a break last week from Twitter after receiving some bad news on my end family-wise, I've noticed Kevin Conroy passed away. I grew up watching Batman, the animated series, so that was really sad finding out that you know, he passed away. And I kid you not, this is the first time I've seen his face, like what he looked like, because I never researched him, like what he looked like or anything. So after I saw his face, I was like, oh, that's what he looks like, you know. So that was actually the first time that I've seen his face, like all these years. I never thought, oh, let me see what he looks like. Never came across my mind. I just thought he had an epic voice, and he was doing a fabulous job voicing his Batman and all these other characters he's played in the past and present. So I'm saddened that I never got a chance to meet him. Like other people have a blessing to, you know, meet him at the time. So my condolences to his family, his friends, and his fans. And yeah, it's sad that he was also battling cancer. Cancer. So yeah, this sucks, man. It sucks. So rest in peace, Kevin. Rest in peace. Spooky, are you back?
Yes, I'm back. I am here.
Perfect timing. Did you want to?
Hello, everyone.
He's so adorable. Okay, perfect timing, my love. Okay. So, babe, there are some topics that I added last minute because I was scrambling since I got home from work earlier. So my apologies, but the topics are going to be easy to get into, so I don't want you feeling lost or anything. You'll be like, oh, I got this. So, all right. So, and I'm sure whatever I'm going to talk about, you've heard about anyway. And if not, again, you'll jump into it like it's nothing. So it's all good. Okay. So one of the topics So one of the topics that I want to talk about, you've talked about on your podcast yesterday, but I was like, oh, I was going to talk about that tomorrow on my podcast. So Streets of Rage. I am very excited to find out that they're going to do a film based off of this video game, this epic, legendary video game. Oh, before I continue, Back says, well, if you want to see the face for the actor who voices Joker, just watch Star Wars. Oh, Mark Hamill. Yeah, that's my boy, man.
Oh yeah. Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah, a lot of people that I'm friends with on Twitter had a pleasure of meeting Mark Hamill as well. So that's awesome. That's priceless, man. I've never been to a Comic-Con. I've never been to any of those events my whole entire life, but I hear stories of how long you have to stand in line to get autographs. I'm like, man, God bless you. I wouldn't be eating nothing. I wouldn't be drinking nothing. Talking about 4 hours, 5 hours just to get one autograph. Like, oh my gosh, like that's hardcore, but it's worth it. You know what I mean? So, and there's also celebrities that go there, in disguise as well. We don't even know it unless they show their face. That's the cool part about Comic-Cons. So Streets of Rage. I've played Streets of Rage, back in the day, but only arcade-wise. When I would go to arcades, I never owned the game at all. I would just play it in the arcades, and Blaze Fielding was always my girl up in that game. Like, she kicked ass. And Axel Stone, oh my gosh, Adam Hunter. Like, these characters go way back with me. And I haven't played like every Streets of Rage game, but when it comes to those characters, oh, I know what's up. They're just badass. Spooky, did you play any Streets of Rage growing up?
Yeah, the arcades I did indeed. It was really great beat 'em ups. Probably one of the first beat 'em ups I really sort of got into. So hearing that
Infinite.
that movie, that film is in development is pretty cool. And so there's, I mean, you can put a story behind it, obviously. I'd like to see probably lesser known actors get the roles, those that kind of need that nudge, that breakout role. Because I think, I think Chuck sort of mentioned it yesterday on our pod.
He did.
Either with this, you have to go the whole cast, up and coming actors, or it has to be, A-star actors. It can't be anything in between. You can't have a few A-stars, and then it's got to be one way or the other. But I think for Streets of Rage, it should be, someone's breakout movie. So I'd like to see a younger cast, and because it's basically fighting karate style, I'd maybe even look to say Cobra Kai for the cast. They're all young actors. They're all, outside obviously. I'm talking just the younger cast of this show. I'm not talking about your Johnny Lawrence and
like older,
right? So the only one that really had a name for herself, and I will say her, before Cobra Kai, because most of those young actors, that shows like their breakout. The only one whose star was kind of big, I guess you could say, before that show was Peyton List, because she broke out on Disney. But a lot of those guys on that show could easily play the roles of the cops in Streets of Rage. So it would be interesting. Although, like I said, now that this has come out, that there's a film in development, and Mr. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being really secretive with his tweet, what was it, a month or so ago, where he tweeted out that he was working on a video game movie, like a video game adaptation to a movie.
Right.
And the only thing that he did decline is there was someone who said, "Oh, is it the new Gears movie?" He said, "No, it's got nothing to do with Gears, so it's not Gears." Could it be the Streets of Rage film? And then if that's the case, and he's involved in it, then obviously you're gonna have him as one of the coppers, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
And so therefore you would have to go the route that Charlie said. You'd have to have some big name. It'd have to be a big name cast then, if you're going to go that route. And he was going to be one of the officers. So in that case, I wouldn't know who you'd pair him with. Although him and Kevin Hart seem to do a lot of stuff together, and there is some comedy with Streets of Rage 2. Yeah, there's been some rumours I've been seeing the last 48 hours that it could be those two.
Oh my god, short sell.
So it could be, yeah, but have you seen him lately? Now that he goes and trains with The Rock, that he might be short, but he is as ripped as ever I've seen.
I know, he's all like his little self.
And yeah, well, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this is the biggest I've ever seen you, Kevin. Are you purposely putting on this bulk for a certain role which would fit in with the, body type and body styles of the officers from Streets of Rage?
Right.
And as I said, there is that comedy aspect. Those two do have a heck of a chemistry on screen. So if it is those two and they are attached with this movie, I think it would turn out all right.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be amazing. It just has to be entertaining.
Now, here's something I haven't told you. I've picked some people that I would... Okay, they're a little bit older. I'm all for going for a younger crowd, but just in case they don't, I do have some people in mind, even if they're a little bit older. Will it work? I don't know, but I wanted to get your input. Okay, so for Blaze, my girl, I was thinking Gina Carano. Hopefully I said her name right. She was...
Well, I mean, she's a fighter.
She did MMA.
Yeah.
And she knows Muay Thai, and she was in Mandalorian. She was in the Furious 6. I think that's the last one I seen. I need to catch up on those movies because that's my movie. And she was in Deadpool. I could see her playing as Blaze. I was gonna pick Ronda Rousey, but I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about Ronda.
No, because she can't act. No, because she can't act.
Yeah.
I've seen Gina Carano act, and Gina Carano can act better than Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, no.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, Gina's not like an A-class actor, but she's definitely a better actress than Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
That's not hard.
Okay, now for Axel Stone, the blonde with blue eyes. Okay, the one
Yes.
Okay, so the dude that I picked, we all know. He's older, I know, because I couldn't think of anyone else, okay? Maybe you'll know.
Are you going to say the name I said?
Who did you say? I'm trying to...
Did you hear who I said on the pod? If you go look at the original Streets of Rage cover of the game, with him on the cover, right? Who does that look like to you?
Oh, you said Homeboy
It looks
from
like
Karate Kid, right?
It looks like William Zabka as Johnny Lawrence. William Zabka, in my opinion, would fit that role down to a T. I don't care how old he is. He doesn't look his age, and he certainly does not move for a man of his still of his age.
Really Infinite, Ryan Gosling.
Hey, but blonde and blue eyes.
Well,
he has been in action movies, right?
That's true.
He's not always been attached to the love romantic, movies and that. Or some of the real. I love him in everything because there's been some really out there roles that he's done. He's just made me piss myself. I'm trying to think of the movie where he's pretty much dressed as a woman the majority of the freaking movie. I'm like, this man can really act.
What the hell?
Oh, he is very. He's what's the word I'm looking for? Versatile. He's very versatile.
I never seen him dressed like a woman though. That's the first.
Yeah, he's done some pretty out there roles that you would probably expect him to do, but he's just that type of actor. He'll try anything. But he's been in drag, he's been in movies, where he's running around in just his underwear, but he looks like he's cracked out of his mind. He's been, that's what I'm saying, he's a very versatile actor, so...
Well, good for him. I guess I haven't watched a whole bunch of Ryan Gosling movies. But hey, that's so good. Okay, so the guy you're gonna laugh. Okay, I know you're gonna laugh. And I know he's getting older. Okay. I'll give you a hint, okay? I'm gonna break you.
Who's this one for? For Blondie?
Axel.
Yeah, for Blondie, right.
Axel Stud. You know who that is?
I'm gonna break.
Rocky. He played in Rocky. I'm gonna break you.
Oh, you're talking about Dolph Lundgren.
Yes.
I think he'd be too big.
You think so?
Yeah,
'Cause
like
he's
his size.
fast.
I think he's
It's not
too-
fast as he used to be, but he's fast. But
I think he's. Okay, put it this way: if you're going to cast him, you may as well cast someone like The Rock or John Cena that's like freaking massive. Because Dolph Lundgren these days is freaking massive.
yeah, that's true.
Massive. They're too bulky. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Way too bulky.
John Cena wouldn't be bad. That's a good one. John Cena. He wouldn't be bad.
No, he's too. Yeah, but he's too bulky.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You don't want him to be. Like, that's what I mean. Like, even though I don't want him in the movie, John Cena with his bulk, just like The Rock with his bulk, would be perfect castings for the guys of Gears of War because of how bulky they look in the games. They've got that size, but I don't want them cast because, you know, I want
Yeah.
that to be a good movie.
Okay, Adam Hunter, the black dude, my brother. Okay, I have two choices, okay? These two are... Okay, the second choice is... No, not how he old. He's not old. Okay. Michael J. White. Okay?
Ooh, yeah.
Or-
I could see that.
Quentin Rampage Jackson, who played Mr. T on the A-Team movie.
Hmm.
Those are my two choices for Adam Hunter. What do you think?
You know who I could... Okay. Adam Hunter. All right. I'm looking at him here. I'm having a good little look here.
Adam Hunter's kind of yoked up.
Okay.
He's kind of yoked up.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, he's a little bit more bulkier than Axel.
Yeah. What do you think, chat? Who would you like to see
Gonna-
playing these movies?
One person that screams out that instantly to me is Jonathan Majors. Straight off the bat.
Yeah.
Idris Elba, even.
I forgot about my boy Idris. That's not bad. That's cool. That's a good
And the guy, I'm trying to think of his name, Winston Duke from Black Panther. They'd be my three top choices.
Yeah.
And they're all great actors.
Yeah. Okay.
Take
can
your
see
pick
that.
of the three. You probably take the pick of those three, and you probably wouldn't go wrong.
I'm going more towards Michael J. White. That
But if I out of the three, I'd lean more towards Winston Duke,
Infinite
even
says,
over Michael J. White, because
Oh, go ahead, baby.
or Jonathan Majors because of their side. Yeah, Jonathan Majors, bro.
Infinite said
Umber,
Jonathan Majors would be
he's-
solid.
Yeah, he is going to skyrocket, man. He's about to skyrocket. He's going to be the next big thing in Hollywood, especially when he takes on this big bad in the MCU.
Yeah.
The man, again, he's another actor who's just so versatile. Brilliant. I first seen him on, and I wish they never cancelled it, Lovecraft Country, and I just thought he was superb. I thought,
I never
wow,
watched that
this
show.
this man has such a presence about him. I was just like, damn, he's going to be something. He's going to be somebody, and he's well on his way.
Okay. Those are good choices. Really good choices. Yeah. I just
See, I mean, and I'm going. I went against the grain even with my Gears choices. See, because
Oh Lord.
I'm like, yeah, you could choose. You could choose like big bulky dude and that, but like I want the movies to be good with actors that have got like range and stuff, and that's why I like. As I said, the three actors I've just mentioned there, they've all got really great acting chops. You know, you could nearly cast, well, especially with Jonathan Majors and Idris Elba, you could cast them pretty much in any bloody role, and they'd probably nail it. The It Guy right now, that's right, he is. And, you know, so, yeah, I want it to be good. I think that's why I go for actors like that, because, hey, we all know the disasters of, you know, past live action video game adaptations, and you know, I want that stigma to start changing, you know. One sees, yeah, brother, and it was a good show too. Obviously, I don't know why it got cancelled. No, yeah, just it had one, and the thing was, it actually was getting pretty decent reviews. So it was one of those shows that was actually kind of a surprise when it did get cancelled. Because most fans were like, what? How do you cancel something good? And it was, as I said again, it was actually doing pretty good ratings.
It's like a trend these days, babe. Like, there's a show that we're really into that's getting good, and all of a sudden, goodbye. Like, why?
This is exactly why I don't trust Netflix, because, or I won't sink my teeth into something on it, because I get worried and scared that, I'm going to get attached to this, and next thing, the rug's going to be pulled from under me, you know? It's going to be cancelled.
Yes.
The only one so far, well, thank God, they're still, you know, it's too popular, I think, for them to cancel, and there'd be the biggest uproar. The only one they're sticking with at the moment is and doing the right thing was Cobra Kai. Yes. Could you imagine if they tried to do their stick with that and cancel that just for an unknown reason? Like,
I'll jangs that.
I'll put it this way: if that was to happen, you'd watch. There'd be a crazy fans that would go and burn the Netflix building down to the ground.
Now, like with Resident Evil, I know it sucked for a lot of people. I know, but I was curious to see what would happen next. Okay, I was bummed it got canceled, but I understood at the same time. So, because I wanted to see if Homegirl would get her daughter back at the end. All we know is she got shot. Her sister took her daughter, and then Homegirl gets up, she carries the gun, and she's walking away, trying to follow the chopper. That's it. Show is canceled. Okay. Yeah. So now we don't know what's going to happen.
Same with the Watchmen show, like Umbra mentioned, the Watchmen show.
Never watched that.
Another one.
But glad that you enjoyed it. Cobra Kai is staying true to its roots. I grew up as a Karate Kid watcher. I've seen them all in the movie theater. They're doing such a wonderful job with Cobra Kai, and the thing I love about Cobra Kai is that they're having us take a deeper look into each character from the movie. So it's like if you thought Johnny was bad, in Cobra Kai they're giving you a better understanding of why he acted the way he did in the originals. And I'm starting to love me some more Johnny. Okay, like that's my dude. That's
same with the bad. Same with
I have so much respect for him. Yeah, and I have so much respect for him for manning up more throughout the years to be there for his son. You know, he's growing up more, and we're seeing that in Cobra Kai. He's maturing more. He wants to grow. He wants to get to know his son.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because they kind of with Cobra Kai they've done the role reversal and really portrayed. Hey, no, in the movies, they portrayed Johnny as the bully, but Daniel was really the bully. And in the show, especially in that first season, Daniel was a complete ass. I'm sitting there going, Mr. Miyagi, if he was alive, would be so disappointed in you becoming this arrogant, pompous little prick. No, he was.
That's because he was billboards everywhere. From years ago, he was tired of being bullied, and he was still hurt from that. That's why he was still carrying that grudge. He still wanted to hurt homeboy.
Yep.
So.
And he tried the same thing with Chosen. Chosen put him in his place real quick.
Chosen's my boy now, okay?
Yes, with that technique, and he's like, "What are you doing? I can't move my arms. What did you do to me?" And then he does the same thing Miyagi does. Daniel thinks he's going to go for the kill because he had him set up for the kill blow, and he does the whole honk, and he starts laughing.
I agree, Infinite. Yeah, Infinite, I agree. No, but what I'm really loving about Cobra Kai is that they're digging into each character and you're seeing why they're acting the way they did back in the day, and you get more of a better understanding, especially with the senseis and with Terry Silver and all of them. And so it's so great to see.
Look at this. Well, look at what they've done with Kreese. They've shown, and I said this the whole time. I said he's not really a bad guy. This is a very real element with him. He's a man that believes he's still in the freaking war zone and suffers
PTSD.
very, very badly with PTSD. And because he was so good at it, he won a medal and everything. What was it, the Purple Heart, whatever he had on the wall there. That's all he knows, and so he runs his karate dojo like the army.
Yeah.
You know, everything's about, and treats everything like war, but that's his PTSD.
It is.
You know,
It's
and it was
flashbacks.
good to see that side. Just like in this latest season, the bad boy returned, that kicked the crap out of Danny LaRusso in the third movie. What's his name? Sean Kanan's character, Psycho Mike Barnes, right? And
That's
the
Deacon
difference
on
in
soap
him.
operas. If you guys watch the soap operas, that's Deacon. But anyway,
Yeah, and he had totally reformed and changed and calmed down, and he was running like a furniture business and everything. So you saw a completely different side to him to what you saw back in the third Karate Kid movie.
yeah.
And so I thought that was really cool. No, the only one who's really stayed the same, who's probably the true evil out of everybody, it's not Kreese, it's Terry. The dude's just nuts.
Oh yeah, he's
Like,
off
literally.
The hook. He's off the chain crazy.
He's
Oh yeah.
literally just psychotic. It's the best way to put it.
Oh, and here's the cool thing that I love, just in case you guys didn't know this, okay? So, my boy Kreese, his son, his real life son, is playing a younger version of him on Cobra Kai as well. That's his real life son, by the way, just in case you guys didn't know that. So
Oh, the one playing the younger version of
that's
him.
his son in real life, and his son said it was it was an honor being on that Cobra Kai with his dad, because it's like a legacy. You know, he's carrying on a legacy, and you know, playing as his dad. So he said that was very special for him to be on there. So that's and Ralph Macchio, Daniel, his daughter was on the show too, playing the psychologist. If you guys didn't remember that part, where yeah, that's his real life daughter.
Yeah. And she was playing his sister in the show, though?
Yeah, and one of them, who was it that's dating her? Because they were at the club, and was it his cousin? Daniel's cousin? That was dancing with her at the club?
Yeah, I think so.
Because they were celebrating. Yeah, they were celebrating, remember? He's like, hey, come, I didn't know you were going to be here. And then she turns around, her like, what are you doing here? He's like, I hope you're not mad I'm dating her. But yeah, that's Ralph Macchio's real daughter in real life. Looks just like her daddy. So yeah, that I can see the characters.
Oh, no, and you had it, okay. I thought you had it slightly wrong. I just have to correct you on something. So the guy playing young Kreese is not Martin Cove's son, but yes, his son Jesse Cove portrayed the young man who bullies the younger version of his father's character, John Kreese.
Yeah.
He's also going to be playing White Earp in an upcoming TV series on White Earp.
Oh, good for him. That's good.
Yeah, so you remember the guy playing young Kreese. You know, in one of the, I think it's in the flashbacks in season 3 and 4. Mm-hmm. The other young guy who's bullying young Kreese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Martin's son. The bully is Martin's son.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool to see that. All right. Let's see. Oh, hold on a minute, you guys. Sure.
Yeah, because his son was the one, if you remember, he was playing, in the flashbacks, he was playing the jock, and he had the red jacket. When they're in that diner, he had the red jacket with the big C on his jacket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he doesn't look like his daddy when he's clean shaven, but when he's got some facial hair, he actually does look like Martin Cove more. That's funny.
I know, right? That is pretty funny. The guy who plays Terry Crews, I found out that his son is a musician, which is pretty cool. He's in a band, and he looks just like his daddy, but a young version. I can't think of the name of
Terry Silver's son.
Did I say Terry Crews? Wow, Terry Silver. Yes, you know who I mean.
So you mean Thomas Ian Griffith?
Yes, baby. Thank you.
And you would be talking about, I'm guessing, Connor O'Neill?
Yes, he's the one that's in the band.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he actually sounds pretty good. He sounds pretty good. Alrighty then. Moving on. Before we move on, I like you said, Love, I could see the cast of Cobra Kai, or somebody, or one of them, being in Streets of Rage, the movie. They would fit right in. Because that would be cool to see, like, how they developed into who they are, when they show, like, them younger, and then, What were you going to say?
Exactly. Like, I could see, say, Hawk, the actor plays Hawk, the actor who plays Miguel, they could easily be in the Streets of Rage film, cast in there.
What's the girl's name that plays Peyton on the show?
Well, what's her name? Well, it's Peyton List. She plays. What's her bloody name on the show?
I forgot. Okay, anyway.
I'm trying to think.
Homegirl. That's what.
Peyton List. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, her and Hulk are dating in real life. Just a fun little fact. Anyway, continue what you were saying. Sorry.
Right. Tori Nichols. That's her name on the show.
Tori Nichols. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cute couple.
Hawk. Yeah.
Sorry, baby, break your train.
So there's a few people. There's a few people on there that, they could easily go into a Streets of Rage movie if they're going to go young cast anyway.
Right. Oh, I have a question. I don't think I watched it. I think I watched a little bit and I was like, I'm not feeling it. Did you ever watch Double Dragon, the movie back in the day?
I'm trying to remember now.
Because I played the games, the arcades back in the day, but I remember I watched a little bit of the movie.
Yes, I did. Like, Double Dragon. Yeah, it had Alyssa Milano, Robert Patrick, Alyssa Milano, Scott Wolf, Mark DeCascos or whatever his name was. Yeah. Christina Wagner was in it. Yeah, that was 1994. Yeah, I remember that.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was funny because it was Scott Wolf and Mark DeCascos. That was the two mains. And I just thought it was a little bit funny seeing Scott Wolf, of all people, in a karate action type movie, considering I was so used to just seeing him on Party of Five.
I know, Party of Five was my show. Then they made like a remake of
Party
of Five, I think, like a updated version.
And I'm pretty sure, as per usual of his, when he gets cast in movies, I'm pretty sure Robert Patrick was the big baddie.
Yeah.
He must just have a face to play a villain, I'm telling you. He never gets cast as in a good guy role. He's always the villain.
That's because he's pretty good at it, that's why. There's some actors that you see them play nothing but like
he is great. He is very, he is. I mean, he's very, Robert Patrick has always been very good at playing an asshole. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, basically. Real quickly before we proceed, I just want to say a huge thank you to my love Spooky for being here with me tonight. Thank you, my love. Everyone in the chat, Infinite, Umbra, thank you so much for being here, brother. Back from the Dead, thank you so much for being here. Jago Kazama, thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. As we're talking about some epic stuff. But
I'll be back in the club. Hang on.
oh, okay. So, what else was I gonna say? Yeah. So there are the main topic, because I'm just talking about like some side topics and stuff. The main topic of tonight, before I get back into the other topics, was games out there that made us rage. You know what I mean? Like there's games out there like Dark Souls that made people go crazy because one hit you're dead, and then people throw the controller type of thing. Or you have people that love games like that and they'll beat it and they'll be like, look, I beat like this, you know, this game, that game, whatever, you know, and it wasn't that hard, you know what I mean? So like Dark Souls, I've never played Dark Souls really. Like I have the first one, which I got from Games of Gold, but I couldn't even get past the first dude, and it's just one dude. I didn't rage, but I was like, alright, hold my gun, I'll be back. No, but there's a lot of games out there that just make you come back to it, basically. Like, I don't got time for this. But I feel overall, straight to the point, that these games that we come across that are, you know, somewhat difficult, just like, for example, Gotham Knights, okay? For example, Mr. Freeze was a pain in the ass to beat, okay? He made it
All right, I'm back.
difficult, okay? I tried to play, okay, so I played Gotham Knights on medium for the most part, right? When it came to Mr. Freeze, I've gotten to the point where I had to switch it on easy and beat his ass. Because I'm like, I'm not getting upset over no video game. That's ridiculous. I just flip that with a snap of the finger on easy, boom, 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 he's dead. That's it, back to medium. Keep going, keep it moving, keep it moving. Ain't no raging up in this piece. So, but yeah, that's the main topic for tonight, because in the beginning we were just, you know, talking about some other stuff. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, the main topic for those that are just tuning in is about games that make us rage. Like, you know, so back in the day, boss fights, gosh, I can't even think of like any boss fights that was really that hard back in the day, but I think challenges are good though for you as a gamer. I know we get frustrated, but I think it's really good for you because it challenges you and it makes you stronger as a gamer. Because if games were easy, then what's the point? You know what I mean? Paying like $60 for an easy game, that wouldn't make any sense. So I think challenges are really good for you when it comes to games like Dark Souls. Because there's people out there, many people out there that I've met that's played Dark Souls, that's beat them all. No problem, on the hardest level. You know what I mean? And they would be like, oh, here's proof, here's my receipts. Here's my receipts of, you know, me beating all the Dark Souls and unlocked all the achievements, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, boast, boast, boast. You know, because they're proud of themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, they're proud of themselves. But it's always good to, like, challenge yourself when it comes to hard games. I know this personally because back in the day I wasn't having it. I was like, screw this game, I'll come back to it. You know what I mean? But now that I'm older, it's like I have more patience. But again, it depends on the person. Not everybody's patient. They'll be like, screw it, I'm done with it, you know? Or they'll throw a controller, a grown person throwing a $60 controller on the wall, or up against the wall. What for? He's wasting money. If it makes you that angry, stop playing it. Simple. Anyway, so Spooky, my love, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, are there any games that you can think of real quickly before we move on to some other topics that have made you put the controller down because it was a tad bit difficult for you and it made you want to scream? Are there any games like off the top of your head that you can think of, even if it's just one game?
Let me think.
Even if it's a horror game. Even those count too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to scratch me in here. Something that sort of made me go, nah, I'm done. I've got to go play something else. Probably, I'd have to say, Resident Evil 7 did that a couple of times, and also Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion had its bloody moments too.
Oh, never played the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Or Skyrims. I've never played those games. They look awesome, but never played them, never touched them.
But other than that, yeah, I'd probably say, cause I haven't played Elden Ring. I wasn't interested, but I played the Bloodborns and the Dark Souls, and I mean they're games that make you do that.
Yeah, you gotta have patience.
Because how hard they are and challenging. Like, yeah, and you die a lot, and yeah. So that will make you probably do it.
Yeah, because there's people I follow on Twitter. I love them to death, but there'll be a few that would play a game and they would get upset about it, and they'll tweet about it like "F this game, F this, F that, blah blah blah," but toss it out the window. Or I broke my controller. I'm like, oh, God bless you. It's like, but again, it's like one of those things. If it makes you that angry, just put it down and play something else. It's that simple, and just come back to it. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. Just, you know, you're not gonna stress over it. You know, it's just a game. You know, but everybody's different up here. Some of them get like really into it to the point they're like, call me, you know. So it's like, whatever. You know, just chill. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. So, but moving on. All right, so I just heard some awesome news about a game that came out years ago that I grew up playing, and that game, you might recognize it, my love, or you probably will. It's called Oregon Trail. Has been released today, I believe, on the Nintendo Switch, Steam, and PC, and I believe it is selling for $29.99, so $30. So if you are
the Oregon Trail,
my love. So if there's any Oregon Trail fans out there, pick it up.
I've completed that on the mobile. That's a mobile game.
Yeah, so if
That's
you want to
where
get
it
it on
started,
Steam, love, it's on there. If you want to get it, it's on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I'll be getting it on Steam, that's for sure, because it'll be bigger, obviously, than the mobile version, like in the sense of, you know, looking at it on a bloody little mobile screen.
Oh, speaking of Steam, just FYI, if you're thinking about getting Cobra Kai, be cautious, because my love here got Cobra Kai on Steam and it wasn't working quite right. So, yeah, just be careful if you're thinking about getting Cobra Kai.
It's not working.
Yeah.
The potential's there for that Cobra Kai too, but at the moment it's only running smoothly on the PlayStation. Steam and Xbox versions still got their fucking problems, big time, like big time problems. But when it's not having its problems, it's a really cool game.
In other news, Ubisoft is having a sale, actually. I believe like a Black Friday sale or something. And they're giving away Splinter Cell, the very first Splinter Cell, for free. So if you're on Ubisoft and you want to play Splinter Cell on PC, you can download that for free. Alright. Let's see, what else do I have here? Dead Island 2 has been delayed. The big D. Delayed.
My answer to that is, thank God. It was the smartest decision they could have ever made.
And it's coming.
Because
Yeah.
it would have got slaughtered in that month of February. I'm sorry. I am one that is happy they moved it to April.
It's coming out April 28th, 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really just got lost in the shuffle, honestly. Especially because I think Redfall or Starfield's coming out in February and March.
Streaming the crap out of those games. Most definitely.
One of those two games is coming.
Yes. Chat, let us know if you're thinking about getting Redfall and what was the other game? Starfield? So
Yeah.
let us know if you're gonna cop those when they come out. I'm waiting for
I
Street
think we
Fighter.
get
That's another game I'm waiting for. I'm streaming the crap out of that too.
I think we'll get a I'm still of the belief that Redfall's going to be dropping first before Starfield, and but either way, I think we get a release date for both of them at the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm. And continued news about Dead Island. They said the reason for the delay was they wanted to make sure everything was just right before they fully released it. So they said they just wanted to thank everybody for their patience, and they can't wait for everybody to play it. And then they also mentioned they will release an exciting new trailer and gameplay at the Dead Island 2 showcase, which will premiere on December 6th on their Twitch and YouTube channels, as well as on the Dead Island website.
Oh, that's there. They're going to have their own show, so they won't be showing that at the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm. I've only played, I think, the very first. Because I was going to ask you, babe, if you ever played like all the Dead Islands, or you just played one of them. I've only played the first one. That's the only one I played.
All of them.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I've played all of them.
Oh, you did?
They're all fun.
Oh, I was going to ask you, which one did you like more? Or did they just keep getting better when they came out with them?
The original was pretty good. Then it had its like... So this is more of a proper... Really a proper sequel. With all the others were kind of like spin-offy.
That's true.
I didn't mind Dead Island, like Riptide wasn't too bad. The original was good. I love the original. But yeah, Riptide wasn't too bad. Then of course, it was a standalone DLC expansion, so it's basically, you know, they had the thing of the DLC in mind, but they obviously made it into a game. Then you had the spin-off Escape Dead Island. That wasn't too bad,
yeah,
but
I almost forgot about that one.
Wasn't as good. Yeah, it wasn't as good as Riptide and the original game. But I think Dead Island 2 will probably be the best out of the lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be the best out of a lot of them.
Yeah, this new one takes place like in LA?
I don't know if anyone...
something?
Yeah. And I don't know if anyone ever played Dead Island Retro Revenge. And that's a retro style 16-bit side-scrolling version.
When did that one come out? I don't even know if I've heard of that one.
Okay, so a remastered version of the game was released for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, Xbox One on 31st May 2016, titled Dead Island Definitive Collection. It bundles the game with Riptide, all DLC, and a 16-bit side-scrolling game called Dead Island Retro Revenge.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got it. That's where I played it, and it wasn't too bad. I didn't mind the little side-scroller.
Man, I gotta look that one up. Maybe I did see it, and I just forgotten about it, type of thing. So, that's pretty cool. Let's see. So, what games, Spooky, have you been into lately? What have you been playing? And games that you recommend everyone to play, if it's to their liking, of course.
A lot.
You're like, hold on, let me get my list.
So I've been going in between, folks. We go. Grounded, obviously, still. I still dip in and keep going away with me building. Just finished last week Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the campaign. I finished Gotham Knights.
Yeah, he beat Gotham Knights before I did.
Yeah,
Proud of him.
I'm playing Pentiment. Pentiment. I'm playing. What else? I'm currently, even as we're talking, running around as a goat. Goat Simulator. Yeah, it's fun as. I recommend that. If you're looking for a casual, relaxing game, wind down to Goat Simulator. But Pentiment is also relaxing. And Pentiment's really, really good.
Graphically, it's beautiful.
I have a hard time when I play that putting the damn thing down because I've never seen anything like it. And the thing is, I'm never really been a book person, right? So when I make that statement, most people probably go, so what the bloody hell are you playing that if you're not a book person, right? I will read books, but they have to be something that really interests me. Like, I'll read anything Tom Clancy. I love Tom Clancy's books. It really has to be something that sort of catches my eye. But this is just, I don't know, it's so unique, it's so different, it's so new, it's keeping me like so enthralled. I love the setting, I love the style, I just love how everything's bouncing off the pages, the sounds, it's just the stylized riding of the day, just everything about it is absolutely fantastic. Of course, I'm still going through about halfway. Just under halfway through Plague's Tale Requiem. I'm also playing through the new Tales from the Borderlands as well. So I've got all these games going on. Then I've got Evil West that I have pre-ordered. That hits on Monday or Tuesday next week. It's just so I'm gonna end up playing in between like 7-8 different bloody games here, and trying to juggle them all.
What's that other game that you told me about, babe? The gun one, the bloody one. I gotta try and get that one.
Gun Gore Grave.
Oh, you guys gotta check that out. That's gonna be a metal game.
Now, apparently, even though it's not showing up as yet, but apparently it was announced for Game Pass. It's currently not showing up in the coming soon section of Game Pass, so I don't know if that's definitive or not, but
okay.
I'm sure hang on a sec, I can look up now, but I'm sure they did announce that it was going to be. Yes, it is. So it is. It's just not showing up on the Xbox Game Pass at the moment. But yeah, it will be launching day one into Game Pass. That was 3 days ago from Xbox's website, xbox.com.
All right.
So yeah, that's 100% confirmed. Then it's it's just, as I said, because I went to check earlier on the when I turned the Xbox on, and it's just not in the coming soon part of the Game Pass section yet. So
okay,
I was a little bit sort of a little bit worried, like, oh, is it going to be
I know
coming in
what's
there or
going
not?
on.
But I know they drop. I know sometimes they don't add them in there, and they'll just drop them on the day to Game Pass too. I know there's games that do that as well.
Right.
So, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be hellish fun. Badass anti-hero run around. Like that trailer has to do it for people. Oh, that trailer was so cool. Like especially the first part of the trailer where it drops out and screws a dude's head backwards. And the dude starts shooting his own crew before he drops. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be insane.
That game's gonna be
It's
meta.
gonna be insane.
Heck yeah. So how are you enjoying Goat Simulator so far? This new one.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I've been going around headbutting people in the butt. I've set a whole bunch of stuff on fire earlier.
Oh, nice.
This woman's playing tennis, but I just headbutted her in the groin.
Oh my gosh.
So she's no longer playing tennis. You can drive around the cars, which is pretty cool. Driving a car with a gun. I'm sure the police in this game think that's pretty funny. Like, did we just see that? Is that what? We're our eyes playing tricks? Is that a goat driving a car? But yeah, you can drive a car. It's just so much destruction. It's so fun.
Right.
As I said, it's a real fun, light-hearted game in that sense. And there's no real sort of story, obviously, to it. You just got to basically you're doing activities. You got to do tricks that earns you achievements as well. You can pretty much skateboard as a goat, because if you get up on top of the power lines, you can grind and start doing tricks as you would on a skateboard, but on a power line. Graphically, it looks really good. Plays really good. I've got no complaints in that regard. There's been no glitches I've come across or any hiccups in that regard at all. Very smooth, very fun experience, and as I said, it would be the type of game I'd recommend to people. So you're playing an intense game, you think you're getting that angry because something's not going right, you're not getting past a boss battle or something like that, so you need to take a break before you break your controller.
Right.
If you don't want really relaxed like Pentiment, because that is very relaxing, relaxing enough
stuff.
it could. Relaxing enough that, and I don't mean this in the, well, for some it might be, but not for me. I don't mean it in the boring sense, but it would relax you probably a bit too much. Whereas this is relaxing but just fun. So you'd get out of a frustrating game and you'd instantly just. You'd end up with a smile on your face or pissing yourself laughing and just chilling. And it'd be good to do for a couple of hours, and then you could go back to said game that you were having issues with, and you probably find that you'll get past whatever level or whatever part you're up to easier because you've had a break.
That's cool. Oh, I was going to ask you as well. On these Goat Simulator, because I've never played Goat Simulators at all, okay? Do these Goat Simulator games have a story to it, or you just run amok and just have a good time?
No.
It's
You
just
pretty
whatever.
much just run amok.
Okay.
It is very multiplayer aimed, but I mean, you can still have plenty of solo. But there is certain things or certain activities in the game that are only multiplayer. Like, so when you actually click on them, if you are only playing solo, it'll say it's only a multiplayer option. But there's not too many. There's, in that sense, like,
Okay.
it's more, as I said, just a fun game to, have fun with other people,
Yeah.
But as I said, you have got, there's no story per se, but, the characters, all sort of have their lines and stuff like that. You have got quests that you do have to do, for example, like, I'm looking at one now, it's called Artsy Fartsy, contribute to a sculpture. And then you've got cooking class, which let your taste buds guide you, and you got to go and get some ingredients and cook. Then you've got Eviction notice is another quest, which you got to relocate a resident. And then you got fishing in bulk, and then you've got instinct quests. But then you got mini games. It's the mini games. And how many mini games is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're the ones that you can't play, so they're only available in multiplayer. So get together with some friends to play the mini games on that. Then you've just got collectibles. You can go around and collect and that. But I tell you what, the map is freaking huge. The world is very vibrant and really nice to just, you know, go around exploring. And there's just heaps to do.
That's a good thing.
So
That's
yeah,
good.
I can't recommend it enough. Put it this way, I enjoyed the first, but this completely
Takes the cake.
yeah, it's like a 1,000 times better game than the first because there's just so much variety, so much to sort of see and do, so much things that are interactive. Like you can pretty much knock anything over in this. You can climb anything and move anything, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. But I am having fun going around headbutting people and watching them go flying.
Yeah, I've seen some videos of that happening. I'm like, that is hilarious. It's so random. It's kind of jackass-ish, or jackass-ish. There we go,
Yeah.
a little bit. What's up, Boogeyman?
Yes.
Welcome.
Boogeyman, boogeyman. Woo!
Boogeyman, Boogeyman. Oh man, chat. Thank you so much for
He's gonna
joining us. You guys
gonna-
rock.
feel real. I was gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say he's gonna feel real special now. We just gave him a singing intro. We just gave him. Look at
You're so
that.
sweet. Boogeyman, thank you for joining us, dude. We were just talking about basically boss battles and stuff that just makes you want to go Super Saiyan, basically. And Michael Garvey, welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much for being
Hey, welcome
here.
in, Michael.
Yes. So, chat, I would love to see.
I mean, this like I'm.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say this like as I'm walking here, this lady's like singing skip to the loo, skip. She's literally skipping down this path. All right. So I'm gonna like take a little run up here.
Oh, stop it, Boogie.
Boom! Run there.
You are important, Boogie. Don't ever forget that. Everybody is in their own way. I'm not that important.
I knew he was gonna say something like that. How's like that, boy?
Boogie said, I don't need a theme song. I'm good, you guys. I don't need that. I don't need an intro every time I come into the chart. I'm good, man.
I just want to sneak on in.
They
Let's
sneak
go now.
in. Hello. My name is Boogeyman. Don't ever forget it. Alright. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. You guys rock, man. What else? Chat, I would love to see what you guys have been playing recently. Hopefully you've been getting into some good games and you've pre-ordered some awesome games that's going to be coming soon. I'm waiting for Street Fighter. Street Fighter, that game and I go way back, so I don't know when they're going to release it next year. But once they say you can start pre-ordering, I'm going to be hopping on it. Hopping on it. So, oh my gosh. Master Clown! Welcome! Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You guys rock, man.
What's good, Master Clown? What's good, bro?
Alright.
I'll tell you another game I have been playing. I think it's on Xbox, even though I've been playing on Steam. And I have said this a couple of times, but I'll say it again.
Okay.
Anybody wants to go and find out what they're in store for when it comes to High on Life that comes out next month from the creators of Rick and Morty, go look up a game. Again, I'm pretty sure it is. You can get it on the Xbox store. Go look up the game Trover Saves the Universe. Oh my god.
game is
You
freaking
will
awesome.
fall out of your seat. Yeah, you will fall out of your seat and be laughing in tears. Like it's that funny. It is that funny. And the humor in it,
Cornbread
the
Theory.
graphical style, the gameplay, it is so Rick and Morty-esque. And I'm just like, wow, the language. And the good thing about the Trover Saves the Universe, it's funny, you get the little option at the start whether to play, you know, with no course language or play with the course. You've got to have the course language on. Yeah. Right, yeah, they do, like the little purple guy you're moving around and he calls you an asshole and a bastard and a prick and he tells you to F off. He's like, you son of a bitch! And I was like, this is freaking awesome. So, it is.
I
like,
love the humor.
wow.
I really do. I'm glad that I experienced that watching you play it, love. Because I wouldn't have known about it if you didn't mention it. And it's on Steam, you guys. If you guys want to check it out, it's on Steam. Boogie says, I've been playing Fallout 4 and watching people Steam COD. Steam COD. Wow. Stream COD. And Gotham Knights. Because
Stream COD.
Oh, you're silly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm
Gotham Knights is fantastic.
Gotham Knights is freaking metal, okay? And I don't give a damn. Over 9,000 dams about other people complaining about it. That's them. They're not me. They're not spooky. The game rocks, okay? And that's just our opinion. So.
Oh yeah, it's
I've been rocking
fantastic.
back.
Even that. Well, that's what I mean. Even with the 30 FPS, like I was as I said, when you get on the bike, and I was watching her cape fly around behind as you know riding around.
Yeah.
It was flowing like in the wind. In my opinion, quite nicely. So I mean, I know we all love the 60 FPS and that, but I mean it wasn't really a big deal, or as big a deal as some people were actually making. It didn't
Everybody's
hinder that
winching over
game in my-
nothing.
It didn't hinder my fun.
Exactly.
No, it didn't hinder my fun in the game.
Exactly, babe.
I enjoyed it. I didn't have to have any issue there, so yeah, no, it was a really good playthrough.
Exactly. Yeah. And Mr. Freeze was a pain in the ass to freaking beat. Like, he was such a pain in the ass. I had to put my freaking game on easy. Okay, I tried hard to beat him on medium. I said, not today. Not today. I tried. Not getting anywhere at all. So I'm like, you know what? Boom, boom, boom. He's dead. So after that, I put it back on medium. So I don't got time.
Oh, that's
for
funny.
this.
Sorry,
Yes,
that's
Boogie.
funny. They
That's right. Rest in peace,
People that-
Kevin. Yeah.
I've literally got a person in this Goat Simulator game that's looks like Freddy Krueger. Like he's got the whole red and green striped shirt and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice.
Queen has a voice
Hello?
made for acting. Rings Spidey sense. Honest opinion. Oh goodness. But yeah. The freaking Gotham Knights is metal. I love it. The combat in that game is freaking metal. I wasn't expecting Batgirl to go in like that in the game. Oh my gosh, that so threw me off. Like, if you see my video, my stream from when I first played it, you can see my reactions. Like, that game just goes in, okay? Like, oh my gosh, the game is fire. And then freaking Red Hood, I love how he executes. Nightwing is freaking sick, and Robin, that people hardly play. Robin's freaking sick. Don't underestimate Robin. And I feel like Robin, I don't know about you, babe, I don't know how you feel about Robin. I feel like he moves the fastest out of all of them.
He wasn't getting any love, so that's why I played with him. That was the first character I chose to dive in when I dived into that game.
Yeah.
barely seen anyone giving the poor boy some love. I was like, come on, someone's got to play as the boy one. But I love him. I'd say, for me personally, I prefer him and Nightwing best, and then Batgirl and Red Hood is the character I probably like the least to use. I just find the other three more entertaining to use. They're quicker. They've seemed to they've got a lot more up in their arsenal, really. Because Red Hood's just more power moves and brute force. That's about it with him, and kind of, relies on his guns and everything like that. I'm not saying that's not cool, but
Right.
I would choose Robin over him any day. I really enjoyed using Robin.
Boogie says, fun fact, Damian Wayne is the 7th Robin in the Batman franchise.
Yes, that's correct.
Spooky would know that.
The son of Bruce.
That's Batman Blues.
The son of Bruce.
Like, I kid you not.
Because he ends up becoming he also ends up becoming a Nightwing at some point too.
There's so many different universes out there. It's crazy. Like, even Spooky filled me in on some stuff that I didn't even know about. Like, for example, what was the most memorable one? I think it's when you told me Batman's mom turned into the Joker. Is that correct?
Yes, in an alternate universe. Yes.
That I did not know.
His dad. Yeah, he dies in the alley instead of his parents. His dad ends up becoming Batman, and his mother ends up becoming the Joker.
Yeah. Like,
now here's a question for you. Now that you
go ahead, baby.
Do you know that Damian Wayne actually has 2 last names? Do you know who his mother is? I do.
Oh, of course.
I'll tell you if you don't know.
Who?
Right, so he's also known as Damian Al Ghul. He is the son of Bruce Wayne and Talia Al Ghul, and the grandson of Batman's villain, Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, something I did not know.
Yes.
Okay.
So he is a Wayne, but he's also an Al Ghul as well.
Probably something
Yobi! What's good, Yobi?
Probably something I would have found out in the game that I didn't beat yet.
No.
I'm just messing with you
He's not
guys.
in the. I was going to say no. He's not in the game. But no, that it's been known for ages. Yeah. If you're into the Batman universe,
Well,
obviously.
let's just put it this way. Even though I've been a Batman fan since I was a kid, doesn't mean that I know everything. So it's good to know now. Because I didn't know. So
And
now
see,
I
it's
know.
because he's violent, self-important, and he was completely trained by the League of Assassins, learning to kill at a young age. That's what his mother wanted. Is why he has a troubled relationship with his father, because his Damien will kill, and Bruce always refuses to kill.
Got it. See, that's why I love it when chat and my baby brings out the facts, because it's always good to know these things, especially when it comes to your favorite DC character. You know what I mean? And I also love learning about other DC characters. So I find it really fascinating. So, oh, it's all right, Boogie. Hopefully, it's not in the game.
No,
but
he's
but
not.
it's all
No,
good.
he's not. No. Yeah, you're right, Boogie. He's not in the game, so you haven't spoiled anything
it's all
game
good,
wise.
Boogie.
This is
It's
just
all
in the
good,
comics, in the cartoons, and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
fascinating.
I
to
know
that
my
side,
Batman
though.
lore. I don't know about DC. No, because as everyone knows, I'm more of a DC fan than I am a Marvel fan, because of the dark tone and the grittiness, and I like the gothic tone feel to it, and the villains and the good guys of DC have much darker backgrounds. I find the villains a lot more violent than more flowered up villains of the MCU, in my opinion. That's just how I put it anyway. I don't technically mean that all the villains in the MCU,
I miss my boy Yobi. There's Yobi.
all the villains in the MCU are flowery, but you know, that's how I've always described it. DC's always been dark and more violent. Marvel's always been more flowery.
Right.
It's, you know, they haven't, you know, they've got great villains and superheroes. Don't get me wrong, but I'm telling you now, the DC villains would just wipe the floor with the Marvel villains, in my opinion.
Now, one of the Batmans that I discovered, I think I discovered him from Spooky when he told me about it, is the Batman who laughs. That Batman looks freaking sick because it reminds me of Hellraiser. Like how he looks. Oh, he looks freaking sick. I gotta find me a figurine. Yeah. Like I need to find a Batman figurine of the Batman who laughs. Like, if Batman who laughs. If you don't know what that Batman looks like, he's freaking metal. Okay, freaking metal. Oh my goodness. Yobi says I couldn't be a superhero. I'll be a vigilante, and my enemies continue to take lives. After our first encounter, my second encounter, they will die. Peter and Bruce and them are too soft. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yobi, you're funny.
Yeah, Yobi, you'd fit the mold, I reckon, of Damian Wayne, bro. Like, he just don't give a crap. He'll just kill.
Are you serious, Boogie?
Yes, I've seen that.
I don't think I've seen that, Boogie.
Yeah.
Did you all see the video about G4's hiring process? They were asking people to cancel Batman because he's rich and white and has too much white. Wow.
And then they were also asking what other superheroes would you cancel as well. I'm like, what the fuck has this got to?
Thanks for bringing that up.
When I watched it, honestly, when I watched it, I was sitting there going, what in the fuck has that got to do with the position that you would be applying for at G4 Like, what has a question about, what would you cancel super? What's that got to do with being a fucking host of a video game channel? That's what I was thinking instantly. I'm like, these are the most ridiculous fucking... I would have walked out. I would have said, stick your job up your fucking ass because the job obviously is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of questions is this? We're not asking what my previous employment is. Am I fucking qualified for the fucking position? No, you're too busy worrying about what I want to cancel. Like, what the fuck?
Something's not right. Something's
well,
not
that's
right.
There you go. Boogie. Boogie, because of that question for the fucking interview process, that tells you all right now why that fucking went to the shitter again, didn't it? That's why it went to the shitter, apart from obviously that bloody Frost Kirkin, the silly bloody bitch, but that interview process, the fucking whole revitalization of G4 was a joke. It was a fucking joke.
Dude, they got Pepe Le Pew, the skunk from Looney Tunes, cancelled. Are you serious?
Yeah, they tried to cancel Speedy Gonzales, so I was like, Jesus Christ.
They trying to cancel my boy? Oh,
my next question for you is, would you host a show with Adam Sessler, the little creepy bastard man-child? You know, no, not really.
You know what? Real talk. I miss the old school G4, like X-Play. I miss those days. I really do. When they made a comeback, I wasn't feeling it. I didn't even bother watching it. Like,
would you do? That'd probably be another question. Would you sit in a room with Adam Sessler and do a line of cocaine and say as much dumb shit as possibly can come into your mind as he does? If you do, we'll hire you. Well, okay. But he's gone crazy. He's gone full blown fucking crazy these days. I didn't mind him like way back in the day when it was him and Morgan Webb, and even back then, you know, there was a few controversial things he said.
I missed X-Play back in the day. That's what I meant by that.
But he seemed somewhat, to a degree, a little bit more normal. Now he just seems like he's completely lost the fucking plot. Like he's literally seems like he's completely lost the plot, and he's been hanging out underneath a bridge doing God knows what.
I'm not gonna say anything else on that. Yeah, a lot just has changed. A lot has changed. Yeah, I have nothing nice to say. Don't say it at all, but sometimes they need to hear it. All right.
The only one I felt sorry for when it went down was Xavier Woods, WWE's Xavier Woods. But he's still got, I'm pretty sure he's up, down, down. He was actually really good for that channel. He was actually really good. He was probably the best thing about that. He's got a wealth of fucking knowledge of video games. And, you know, he's very sincere. People like him. He definitely doesn't say dumb shit that's going to cause your network to go bust. But no, he's great. I felt a little bit sorry for him, but as I said, he's got his fallback option, his channel. He loves video games too much to not be in some type of media with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just miss how it was back in the day. Oh, you guys remember when they came out with the show? Oh, what was it called? Crap. The old, I'm sure you guys seen it. It's called The Ultimate Gamer, where it was kind of like the Real World, where all the gamers got selected.
Yeah,
and
they
lived together.
Yeah,
and they kept like doing like real life competitions that was relating to that game. They only did like 2 seasons, and then that was it.
CC was a fucking. I loved those shows, but CC was a bitch.
One of them unfortunately passed away today. He went by. He was a Caucasian guy, heavy set. Which season one? He was on there with CG in them. I can't think. I think he was on the
that's the
season.
one I couldn't stand. CG.
Oh, you're talking about CG. Oh,
she did some. Yeah, she was just a bit of a bitch on that show with a couple of those guys. Yeah, she caused a bit of problems there. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of people that tuned in that really did not like her at all.
She was living under the roof with one of her exes, the Asian guy. What was his name? He was not feeling her at all. He was like, "You need to stay away from me."
No. Yeah. I'm trying to think of.
Prodigy was my favorite at the time. The one that wore the contacts. Prodigy X.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. He was really cool.
Yeah.
Because season 1 was won by Mark, and season 2 was won by Catherine Gunn.
Yeah.
Also known as Mystique.
Yeah, I remember Mystique. Yeah, I remember her.
He was cool.
I was a fan of what was the black guy's name? Starts with an A, I think. What was his name? I can't think of his name. Swoozy. My boy Swoozy. Yeah, Swoozy was one of my favorites on there. I think he was on the first season, I think. But yeah, he was pretty cool on there. Master Clown says, Queen's voice gives me goosebumps. Cannot emphasize enough. Golden voice. Just been in the movie business a couple of decades. Just saying.
That's a lovely compliment.
Yeah. Thank you. Infinite says, just chilling over here, Dragonheart Yobi. How are you, bro? Yobi's like, peace, love, life. That's how I roll. That's my boy Yobi, man. If you guys haven't followed Yobi, just follow each other. All of you are awesome, but Yobi, he's real. Like I almost said Rosie. Yobi has been rocking with me for a long time. I think even before I met Spooky. Like, I think we met. Correct me if I'm wrong, Yobi. I think we've met before Mixer even existed. And Yobi, he's been supporting me like ever since then. Like he's an awesome friend, and I appreciate him so very much. And he's always there for his friends, and he always holds it down. So if you guys haven't followed Yobi, he's awesome. Priceless.
Yobi, as I like to say, is God's gift to mankind. All right.
Yeah, we met on Mixer.
He is God's gift to mankind.
Yeah, we met on Mixer. That's how we met, and we've been tight ever since. So, yeah, Yobi is one of a kind. So, Yobi, thank you for being a real one for all those years, man, and still going strong. So, thank you for that, man. Thank you. And Spooky and I, we appreciate you, man. We really do. Speaking of Mixer, man, I'm getting mad all over again. But anyway, those were good
Hang on.
times.
Boogie goes. Boogie says in
say?
chat, have you all heard the dark theory that Mario is the villain in the Mario game? Since we see it in his point of view, he thinks she loves him, but in reality she loves Bowser, and that's why Mario is always the rescuer.
Dun dun dun.
That's an interesting twist, hey?
There goes my hero. Mercy. Well, that sucks. That's a crazy theory, though. That's a crazy theory. The why she always getting kidnapped by Bowser. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy, though. Yeah, don't get me started on Mixer. I get mad all over again. But,
I know, brother.
I'm glad that they finally came out.
Good.
I'm glad that they came
Mixer
out with
is
some
good.
games for Luigi too, because Luigi kind of didn't have his own games back in the day, really, not that much as Mario.
Umbra goes toxic Mario.
Yes, Mario is.
He is,
pushy.
isn't he?
Oh,
Mario's pushy. Yeah, Mario is
toxic
bloody
Mario.
pushy.
Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. I just wanted to say this is the end of the pod, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, chat. Thank you, Spooky. Thank you all for being here. It just means a lot. You have no idea. And also, I'm grateful that everything is running really smoothly, because a sister really struggles when it comes to technology up on here. So I'm really grateful that everything worked out. Everything was smooth, no tech issues. So I'm really grateful for that. So I just want to thank again my love Spooky. I want to thank Dragonheart Yobi for being here. Infinite Umbra, Master Clown, thank you for being here. Boogie, thank you so much for being here. Back from the Dead, thank you for dropping by, being here, thank you so much. Michael Garvey, thank you for being here. And I think that's everyone. Let's see, Sexbots, you are not invited and you do not exist. Let's see what else. Jago Kazama, thank you for being here. Alright, you guys. This is the end of my stream, but I have an announcement to make. Alright, so let me pause this. Boop. Let me get to the announcement. Alright, see if this works. The Backlog Bastards. With the Breathtaking one, Bushido in 7, and Charlie Hustle. On Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Time. You will have a good time with these guys. They're cheeky, they're funny, they're always in the know what's happening in the gaming world, and they bring the party. So you don't want to miss these guys on Wednesdays, and have a good time with each and every one of them. And don't forget to subscribe and follow these guys as well. Promise you'll have a good time. No pun intended. No, I'm joking. Cheeky. Alright, you guys. You have a wonderful rest of your week. Actually, I will be streaming tomorrow. And while I'm bringing that up, I'm going to be playing Halo Online. So if you guys want to join me as I stream, well, hell, we can stream together. That's what I really meant. So I'm going to be streaming Halo Online. So if you want to join me tomorrow, on that, please hit me up. DM me, let me know you want to join. And if I don't have you on Xbox Live, I'll add you. And you can add me, and then we can have an awesome party. So, yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you again, you guys. Stay metal, stay true, stay you, and remember to play what you want, whenever you want. I'm out.
Suck me in. in smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with a nasty bite. In the dead of the night.
Visto, ¿verdad?
Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Rest